Drew, how would you describe their defense in the first half? What was that?
Just the way it's slowing down the game. I mean, they've been doing that way the whole season. I think they average like 60-something points, so they like to play slow tempo. But I don't even think it was their defense. I think it was more so our defense that kind of slowed the game down. We made them have the ball for the whole shot clock, getting a lot of shot clock violations. So I think there's a little bit of their zone in our defense.
Is that the style of zone you'd seen them play on film? Like, is that what you guys had prepared for, that kind of funky look?
Yeah, definitely. Where it looks like a 3-2 almost because their wings are so high. But I mean, it's a nice little defense. But
Could you tell once you had a couple of those alley-oops to start the second half, then they kind of sat back in the traditional 2-3? Could you kind of tell that that's when the game kind of changed a little bit for you guys and you were able to do a little bit more?
yeah, a little bit. I think some of the lobs opened it up, but I think once we started passing and moving the ball and then dribble, penetrating, looking for others, that's when the game kind of opened up for us.
Dejounte, how important do you think it was for you to try to even get there ahead of the zone so they couldn't even kind of set it up?
It was really important, like you said, they can get back and set up. And, that's what we do in practice when we go over scout and stuff. Coach tried to tell me if I get the rebound and break out, as fast as I can and get down, control though, and same with Andrew. So every time I got the rebound, I'll look and make sure and see if I have a lane. I have lanes, so it was important.
Do you think that was maybe the best 40 minutes of basketball in terms of defense that you guys have had this year?
Yeah, I would say so by far.
I'll have to watch the game again. We had some good defensive games, but we also had some bad ones.
When they do get into the half court and set up, what are you looking for to decide whether or not you're going to try to attack the middle and get to the rim like you were today?
Just move the ball and try to get through the gaps, whatever's open. And that's what we did. And that's what our captain did tonight. He didn't really care about scoring, as you can tell, and he was facilitating the whole game.
At what point did you realize that the alley-oop was going to be a viable option against that zone they were running in the first half?
We knew it going into the game. But this is a little different when you go over a scout and you're going through it in practice, and then when you get out there, they're a little bit bigger, a little bit longer than you think, so it takes a little bit to adjust. We knew it was going to be there the whole game, but it's just a matter of just being comfortable with making the passes and then just being on the same page. I think it takes a lot into throwing alley-oops and making sure defenders don't get a hand on everything like that. So once we got it a couple of times, our confidence grew from there.
Is there any sense of relief that this losing streak's behind you guys now and kind of feel good about a game again?
I think the panic was with the media. We weren't worried at all. I mean, you look at our games, lost to Colorado on a buzzer beater. We come back, lose to Cal in a heartbreaker by 2 points. Only real Arizona, we had them down on the ropes. I think there wasn't one single game in that losing streak that we weren't in the game and didn't have a chance to win. I think we limited, we wrote it down on the board, just a couple mistakes that we made, and we knew that we had to adjust to get back on track. And we played a full game tonight, and looked ready to go down to Oregon State.
Was there something that clicked in on the defense today? Are you going to be able to sustain it the next week?
I mean, it wasn't even today. If you look back at the Cal game, we played great defense. Offensively, we weren't there for that game. So I think the defense carried over from that game, and then we could just keep getting better from there. So I don't think today was just, oh my God, the Huskies played defense. We played defense versus Cal, and then we transferred over today.
Has it kicked into you yet that you only got one more home game?
No, I'm more worried about this Oregon State team that we're going to play. I look at it as 3 more games left.
Dejounte, what the last dunk at the end there, was that you putting the button on the day you had?
I mean, there was still a minute left. I wasn't going to get it and pull it back out and wait for everybody to get back.
Anything else, guys? Thank you.